Welcome everybody. First streaming in English. This is so hard for us, but today is the second day of fourth season, so we have to start the streaming that way for sure.
Yeah, this will be a huge test for us.
Yeah,
because
very hard test.
we thought that but we are live and we didn't expect another announcement.
Yeah, our English could be maybe decent. Hope that you enjoy anyway, but this is our first time, so we have to try.
Yeah, we have to try, and I think this will be better tomorrow. You know, the more you speak, the more you become fluent.
But today is time to Legacy Italian Invitational. That it's very strange. It's a very strange tournament that we only have in Italy, but other part of Europe doesn't have that. So this is very special because it's our community tournament. Every leagues qualify people to that tournament. Also big event qualified to that tournament.
And we also got some special ticket for a really important person in the community, you know, the guy who did something really important for us, or a famous player from the past. So it's a really flavorful tournament for us.
And all for become the king of Legacy. This is the prize.
Yeah, that's a preview because
it's the first time.
No one saw this.
that.
So you are the first.
This is such beautiful. Marco Male designed that. This is very beautiful prize for Italian Invitational.
Yeah, it's our trophy. So we will stream. I don't know how many rounds.
6 rounds
plus top 8.
Yeah, top 8, top 4, and final for sure because the prize, the win. Yeah. And so in the room there are also the main event of Modern with 285 players.
And it's a record for us.
Yeah,
we are growing really, really fast, and I think that a lot of players enjoy how. Okay, we got a little problem.
What?
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of players, and
also today there is the main event of Vintage, that is something like 65 players, and this is very important tournament for Vintage player because more than 64 player. It's such a big event for
the format.
Yeah,
we still have a strong community here in Italy, and as we can see, yesterday we played the Team Trios event. Was a strange kind of Team Trios. You know, one play Modern, one Legacy, and one vintage. So I played Vintage myself, and I met a lot of people who was their first time in the format, but everyone seems enjoying the experience. So
in fact, the tournament was a side event for Friday for the community special days.
Yeah, to spend some time together after so many years.
But there were 57 teams. That is a lot.
Yeah, more than 150.
Yeah, more than 150
players.
Yeah, this is so crazy.
Yeah, and also the dinner. We organized a community dinner
for Blue Dojo.
Yeah, because we love to spend time together and not also talk about Magic, but about people and stuff like this. And
it was amazing because there are more than 100 people to the dinner.
We expected 60 people at the dinner, but
they are more than 100. Yeah, this is so crazy. We love that community. And
will Modern list and results be posted?
We will post list and results on Facebook and Twitter page.
Yeah, I think on every social network you will find
our thing. Yeah, it's okay.
Kind of. però va tirata un po' più indietro. Cioè il problema è che era settata, vabbè. Okay. We had a little problem with our cameras on the table because one of the player
broke the camera.
but we're fixing the problem, so just wait.
Today we have the Legacy Invitational tournament. We are near to start. I need the list, but we are near to the start of the tournament, so we can take a little time to do that. But and tomorrow the number are more. I think there are 300 and more.
350,
60,
something like this. So this will be a record for
us. And
us.
for season, yeah, for sure. Okay.
So that's kind of
Yep.
We will have a lot of legacy action today, but also in the weekend because our main focus is for the legacy. It's our format. It's the format
it's
we
the
enjoy
Blue
the
Dodge
most.
community.
It's the Blue Dodge community. So all our project leads to legacy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have the list for the event. For the event. Sì, un secondo. So, for this tournament, I go away because I think there is one person to talk about this match for sure. Because this round it's a lens mirror.
Okay. So we need a special caster.
Yeah, I think Anda is the best person to talk about that. And for me, I'm not that good to talk about that.
All right.
Okay, so we are ready to start in just few seconds.
Sul vostro telefono avete gli accoppiamenti del secondo turno.
What is your prevision for the tournament? What is your horse for
my
the
horse?
tournament? Yeah.
I think I have to bet on my home player.
Yeah?
Paolo Pavesi.
Yeah, for me, I can, for one time I want to push all my money to Lorenzo, my teammate, but I don't do that. So his performance of yesterday it's not that good, but I put money on Wiki. For me, it's one of the best player, or maybe also Bonanni could win the tournament.
Yeah, we got a lot of strong player, also Blasi.
Okay,
one of the favorites.
So I will go to the booth and I join for that tournament.
So let's switch to the game.
Ci penso io. Okay, we switch now.
And let's start. All right. The players are waiting us. So Anda, that's your time.
Hi everyone, I'm Anda. I'm one of the tournament organizers and I'm very happy to be here. We're going to see the Legacy Invitational, I already said so, I think.
Yeah, many times, but it's always better to repeat for the new viewers.
Se avete problemi a vedere il vostro tavolo in companion, ogni turno appendiamo i pairings all'esterno della
Sì,
sala.
oltre
Trapani is a historical lens player. He played around Lens and Eternal Garden, and it's also a vendor, and it's also the sponsor of the Invitational with his shops. So it doesn't seem like a Lens mirror with bad land as a start.
Okay, he's fetching, so I think this is 19. We got a little problem with the light, but we will fix in the next round. Okay,
I don't think it's a Lens with bad land South 6.
Yeah, I think it's more like Reanimator. I don't know why, but I'm expecting this.
We see the list of Trapani is pretty interesting. It has a Sphere of Resistance main deck. We have 2 Mox Demons here, so probably the choice will be on discarding Sphere of Resistance.
Unfortunately,
the card you are not seeing with the reflection is a Sphere of Resistance.
Okay. Main deck.
Main deck.
Hey, it's pretty strange.
Trapani always tries his own version of Lens. He never net decks, so each time it's different. Usually he plays Eternal Garden with creatures like Titania to recur Lens and put pressure. This time the list is more classic. Just one Rishadan Port, the one in his hand. I didn't find room for the other copies. And
okay, as you said, he must discard the only threat that can interact with.
So now I go with Sphere of Resistance. We hope to gain a turn, since we have no acceleration and no Loam. I don't think this will be a difficult game for Reanimator.
No, at least in the game 1, but it's not that easy. Most of the people thinks that Reanimator or basically all the combo decks can easily win against Lens, but this can be true only in the game 1. But I think Giulio had some chances, especially in the post-sideboard game.
Yeah, of course. Lens is even quite interactive as a non-blue deck against Reanimator and Graveyard strategy. You can rely on crop rotation for Bojuka Bog, for example.
Giocatori di Modern, benvenuti al secondo turno, avete 50 minuti, potete iniziare.
Or you can have one surprise Caracas. The Modern Tournament has 285 players, more or less, and it will not be covered by stream.
Yeah, we choose Legacy both days, basically because I think it's the real soul of Fourth Season.
It's the main point of the event with. Well, both Modern and Legacy have 3 days to play tournament. Yesterday we had team trios, and I think it was really blessed. It was really funny. A lot of people joined the tournament. So this one isn't Antonelli. That explains.
I'm going to check. Just give me a minute.
Buried Ruins. We talked with Trapani yesterday about the Buried Ruins choice. Historically, he always ran Academy Ruins, but after a while of testing, he decides land drop is less important than the draw. So he prefers to sacrifice a land drop to return an artifact than sacrifice a land draw with Academy Ruins. No, proxies are not allowed. They are just allowed in the vintage tournaments.
Okay,
we have one unmasked targeting Trapani.
Giulio.
Okay.
In order to be.
It's revealing 2 lands and one is Maze of It.
Now we are ready to see.
Reanimator should go off, of course, exactly. You have to sacrifice a land when it enters the battlefield or attacks.
No, you have to sacrifice a creature or discard a card. And if you discard a land card, I think you take 3, and your opponent gain 3 and also draw a card.
Okay. So with Maze of It in hand, we have to fear recursion of attacks and draw engine. but we can control the race. Oh, there is a life from the loam. Probably we don't want to play that now to feed. No, okay. We prefer to have it. Fine.
Yeah, you're going to take the damage anyways.
Okay. So you always gain 3 and lose 3. Perfect. And discard. So yeah, it's better to have the lands. You have the choice next turn if to dredge to find Thespian Stage or to draw. Draws are actually interesting only in crop rotation, maybe exploration. Exploration is not so interesting since you have already 3 land drops, so probably you are going to dredge.
Yeah, we need to find some kind of counterplay, I think, because if you let a deck like Reanimator draw multiple scars per turn, this could be the end.
I don't think you actually can have a counterplay at this point. You can have Caracas to bounce. You can have Caracas to bounce one legendary creature, but the advantage is already taken. So I think you can just buy time and then try to find your win condition at this point. He's fine for another one.
You have some Doomsday and Dredge in the tournament.
We don't know. We can ask. Yes. Nicola, can you bring us the book of the list?
Yeah, I try to find that. You can go to. You have to go to the app.
No, not for Colonnese, just for each one.
Yeah, but you change for the stream, the deck list.
Ma può anche dirmi in italiano?
Yeah.
Può anche dirmi in italiano? Cioè.
Si cambia su.
No, vogliono sapere se ci sono dei dredge.
No. La cambia così nel bottone ora che cambia su.
No.
Vai su Chrome e poi dai a te.
Yeah, we know Arcana is not legendary, so it's the right choice to take this one. Since it basically have no interaction with lands apart from Maze of It, but Maze of It anyway activates only after the triggered, so you just can slow down by not taking the damage from attack.
Alright. I think we lost something in the life count, and I'm sorry for this, but we are fixing meanwhile all the details, you know. Going live always gives some trouble, and most of the time you you only notice that when you are live.
I think Trapani's list could have some problem in this matchup since he has only one card against graveyard in the sideboard, and that's one Throne Foundry.
What?
He just has one Throne Foundry in sideboard against graveyard, so I think its strategy, especially since it's sorting, it's built around Sphere of Resistance and Thorn of Amethyst, or maybe some counterspell. On the other side we have Colonnese. Colonnese has an interesting choice about a transformational sideboard to become like
Is the
more
title
black.
correct? All right, let's see what Giulio can do. I think that that's everything we want to see, because Reanimator are not able to change the plan.
Reanimator is already quite straightforward, but it's interesting to think to see if he goes for the same strategy on game 2, or if he goes from a transformational side with Show and Tell or Breacher, and mostly importantly, Doughty Void Walker. I think it's a quite good card against lands.
And also gives you the ability to switch your plan, so you don't fear all the graveyard date and cards like that.
Thank you, Hugo.
Yeah, as I said, we need to see how Giulio can react to Reanimator. Otherwise, this will be another game like.
I think it can have a lot of good starts since he's starting. It can have even Flusterstorm post side. That's a good sideboard. With Turn of Amethyst, it can have 6 cards with a Sphere effect. But I don't know, even winning this one, if on game 3. He can have the right responses. Actually, if Reanimator starts on turn 0, I don't think Trapani's list has any answer, since he runs no ley line or no surgical extraction. No, it's not the version with mulch, it's like it's his own version, but built around Valakut exploration, so a bit of classic. The difference is Sphere of Resistance already in main deck, so it's trying to play like a prison deck.
Yeah, that's the old soul of lands.
Yeah, the main soul of lands should be about constricting your opponent's ability to play the game, and then win with a really narrow advantage. The original ones were Mindslaver or Mishra's Factory. They actually won most game by Mishra's Factory, that was 2-2, just because the opponent ran out of lands. So stop shuffling players, we want to the game.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand why they are shuffling so much. You know, it's a really important event for us because
It's important for the community, not just for the price, especially for Trapani that buys the price and paid for it. So it's not.
Yeah, it's not a matter of money.
No.
But it's not greediness, but the pride. You know, to be known as the Italian champion for the next year, and that's why they are taking so much time by shuffling, because you want to be sure that you did everything you could to be in the right spot for the win.
There will be no streaming of Modern on the weekend.
We will stream only Legacy this weekend.
Maybe some Vintage.
Yeah, maybe some Vintage.
Maybe it depends.
To be honest, till the end, we can be sure that we will not stream Modern. I think that there are so many players, and if they will go over the Invitational, maybe we can stream the top 8 of the Modern event. But we're not sure right now. So for the moment, I think it's safer to say that we will only stream Legacy for the weekend. Yeah, our main focus.
Okay, let's end. We have Sphere of Resistance. We have to wait to produce 2 mana on turn 1, I don't think. Maybe crop rotation for Ancient Tomb. We have 1 Ancient Tomb main deck, so 1 crop rotation is enough to have Sphere of Resistance on turn 1. I don't see Mox Diamond. Maybe I saw crop rotation. Okay, so we should have crop rotation if we have green mana. I don't know if you have it. Can you see if you have green mana on Giulio's hand?
No, I can't see, and I think that's why he's thinking so much. Otherwise, would be an easy decision.
I think yes. The first card is Boseiju, maybe.
Yeah, Boseiju in hand.
Bog in hand
is not that good.
Maze of it. Boseiju can be good if you just sacrifice with crop rotation.
Yeah, and put that into play at distance speed.
Bojuka in hand. So now the play should be Boseiju, crop rotation, okay. Boseiju, crop rotation for Ancient Tomb and Sphere. Once we have Sphere, we can go over, but I don't think we have a good plan for the prosecution of the game. Maybe we're bluffing. We're bluffing the crop rotation for Bojuka Bog to call for a discard. And just play...
Yeah, but there's another good target for the discard spell.
Just the Sphere of Resistance.
Yeah, so... I don't see the point.
No.
You see it?
I'd play Sphere of Resistance on turn 1.
Yeah, okay. So we're on the same shoes.
On the end of turn, crop rotation. Are we taking the Ancient Tomb here?
No, I think... Alright.
Okay, we are trying to find Urza's Foundry, Thran Foundry. Probably our call here is our opponent didn't start fast. Probably he has to find something. We have 2 turns to take our card against the graveyard. And anyway, we will have a Sphere of Resistance on next turn.
Yeah,
So we took a risk.
Yeah, but it's clever because...
The other card is crop rotation, I think. The one in the middle should be the sign of Brian Snoddy.
It's clever because when you are on the play against Reanimator, they usually are a little bit slower, and you have your chances, your opportunity to develop your game. The real problematic one is the third one, because they...
What's happening? I think it's like an entomb. Oh, it's an entomb in response.
Yeah, we will fix that problem with the light.
Crop to Bojuka is better, but Bojuka is in hand, right? We know the grid is quite strong. We fixed the light before, but just at the beginning of the game, the light fell off, so we have to fix it between 2 rounds. On the next round, you will find it better. I'm not seeing the target for Entomb. It was a black creature, so maybe Griselbrand or Archon? Probably Archon. Last card in hand is Exploration, yeah, I agree. So now is important turn. I think the creature will be reanimated, of course. We have 1 Pithing Needle in hand on Reanimator side, but I don't think something is worth calling now.
Yeah, that's the last turn for Reanimator, I think.
More or less, yes. Right now you pay 3 mana. If you want to pay 3, you have to sacrifice Lotus Petal, and you go way behind on lands. So the 1 creature you reanimate right now has to be your plan for the game. But you know one interesting thing about Trapani's lands list? He plays 2 spell bombs, not just 1. The classic lands list just plays 1 pirate spell bomb, while Trapani's list...
It's not the...
Which character is it?
Is... how is it called? It's the 8/8 that every time you lose life you draw a card.
Oh, okay. I know. Someone remember the names of the card? I'm going to quickly scribble it.
Vilis.
Okay, yes. It's Willis, Broker of Blood. So he can just
There's an
draw 2
interesting
cards with 1 black mana.
Yeah, but there's an interesting interaction with Reanimate. Because when you reanimate this creature, you draw 8 cards.
Oh yes. So it's like a Griselbrand with 1 free activation.
Yeah.
Right when you reanimate it.
Yeah, but you are not able to do it again the next turn for free, you know, as...
You just have to pay each time 1 mana to draw 2, but I think it deserves really to be played. Why we have just Griselbrand and not this one off? I think it's a good choice.
Because it only works with Reanimate, otherwise it's not a powerful
otherwise it's
threat.
not as good. But how many times did you see Pithing Needle on Griselbrand?
No, so many times.
It happens quite often, and this card is not so hindered by Pithing Needle. I like it.
Yeah, it also doesn't have. But it could be an interesting option.
I think it's fine for a split, maybe 3 and 1.
Everyone
to have a different
in the post board game.
Yeah, especially post board. So we have Bojuka Bog in hand, Maze of It, and those are both really good as cards. What we miss right now, I think, is a blue source of mana. Oh, here it is, Mox Diamond. Now we can try to find either Spell Bomb, since Trapani's list plays the blue Spell Bomb, and if needed we can bounce his creature. I think we are going for Spell Bomb. No? Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. What's the target?
The other creature.
Okay.
Or is it? No. It's Faithless Looting.
Maze
what
of
I
It.
can see.
Are we playing the Mox Diamond here? Playing the Mox Diamond would be a choice between discarding Bojuka Bog, that's almost sorcery, Tormod Script, it's not bad. Yeah, Maze of It of course does a lot, but Willis can target himself, I think, with the -2 ability to draw 2 cards.
Ooh,
But now we are calling Maze of It.
huge.
This Pithing Needle was really good. We are taking 8. We really don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, we need to find an answer.
I think we are going to draw. I thought we were going to draw with a Soul Guide Lantern.
You know,
Interesting, another Maze of It.
what did Christie become?
Draw with his lantern. At this point, not now, and at end of turn. But I don't know how many solutions we can have. Just like top decking Thespian Stage.
Yeah, you got 2 draws for the Thespian, so...
And even top decking with Thespian Stage, no. We'd have the right mana. So I think we have to draw end of turn and just hope we find the Thespian Stage.
Auto Spell. We have the solution.
Note that drawing crop rotation shouldn't be enough. At least unless you draw even an untapped land as a source of mana. Okay? We have something. If we drew crop rotation...
No, Caracas is a legendary...
Oh, it's a legendary creature!
It's a legendary creature,
I forgot it. So it's a pretty good draw. Yeah, it's a good choice. He doesn't need the second needle. Not needled.
But now...
I think they are calling for the judge for some reason.
He played Lotus Petal, not Needle. So the 1 mana you see tapped was for casting Lotus Petal. We're not sure why the game...
You want me to check for there is something happening? Okay. Give me a minute.
And now we're going to see why the game was stopped and what's the question or the point. Giulio asked for something. It's a crucial turn for sure. Did Trapani pay the most time on last turn? I don't know. We will see. Yes, he did. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I remember for all the new viewers of the stream, this is the first round of the Italian Legacy Invitational, and today we will be able to see which player will become the Italian Legacy champion for the next year, and it's a really flavorful tournament to play. You also need to be invited, so it's not open, and the way to be qualified is by winning in one of our leagues. They are in all the country, so all the best player from okay, probably we had some.
Okay, the question was pretty simple. The point is the demon lets you draw when you lose life, and when Colonnese fetched, losing 1 life, Trapani tried to bounce the creature with Caracas and asked the judge if bouncing the creature in the response he could avoid the opponent to draw. But of course the ability was already on the stack.
Sure.
You have you pay the cost for the fetchland, put the ability of the fetchland on the stack. At this point, the ability of the demon triggers on the first chance of passing priority. The ability goes on the stack, and at this point, Trapani can answer.
Yeah, that's a particular event. Even if we know that Thomas is one of the best player in all the legacy scene, this particular event is reserved for the Italian player. So you need to be qualified to play this tournament. Okay, now we are
animating Arcana. Okay.
We are going to choose a non-legendary creature.
We are switching exactly to non-legendary. And Trapani is going to 4 or 1?
I think 1.
If we are at 1, I don't think we have a solution rather than blue spell bomb. Okay.
Colonnese take home the first round.
It was quite an easy matchup. But I think Colonnese played really well. He didn't expose his resources too much. He handled the situation pretty well, and Trapani couldn't do a little. I think the best option for lands was to win. Are we switching? Okay. The best option for lands was to win and the round 2, where he could start. Even winning this game, I think that the third round would be really easy for Reanimator, with 0 interaction by lands before his turn.
Reanimator is a game 1 and 3 deck, so most of the time your opponent doesn't expect to be against a really fast combo, so you are able to take home the first game pretty easily most of the time, and of course you fell off a little bit in the second game because you are not starting most of the time and your opponent knows what he needs to do, and your game plan is pretty simple and it's always the same, so it's not a difficult game. It's not a technical game. Yeah. You have to draw the answer, basically. That's it. But as we see many times in this format, it's not a matter of how good you draw, no? But you always need some skills, some preparation, and to be in the deck, known all the little details that gives you the edge in the matchup. And I think we will saw a lot of this game today, because as we said many times, they are the best player in Italy right now. So I think we need to take a little break in order to fix the cam and to be sure that the glare will not avoid all the work we did to give you a perfect stream. So we're going to take a little break, but the break will be only for you, not for us. So back in a minute, just 1 minute.
See you later.
Thank you.